Did you tell your mom about the tape?
No, I didn't tell her about the tape. You know how she is with this shit?
Good, I don't want her to have a fucking panic attack.
I highly doubt she'd have a panic attack. It's just a game. Besides, where'd you get it anyway?
Well, surprisingly enough, I found this at Chelsea's the other day for $6.99.
Oh, that's cheap.
It is. And I was actually kind of shocked by this because it just stood out to me. It wasn't like your regular board game with just the fucking classic gimmick of board and pen. It was a completely different type of feel to it.
Is that why I had to steal Mom's TV?
Yeah.
Alright.
The reason why it's propped up silly, but
yeah.
No, it's just I found the game oddly alluring. You know, I've never seen a VHS game hybrid like this before, so
I mean, I'm willing to try any game once, and the ones we have here and at your place have been getting a little boring.
True.
There's only so many times you can play Chutes and Ladders.
Exactly. But there was one thing that kind of caught me off guard though. When I was purchasing it, the guy at the counter seemed really taken aback. He didn't like urge me out to buy it or anything, but I can just tell by his tone that something was off, you know. And when I got home, I did more digging, and apparently, when they were making the game, this company that made this game from Australia, but when they were making the doll for the game, which is part of the live action puppet for this, apparently, a young Asian girl got stuck on one of the machines, and she got kind of hurt by it.
Sounds like a freak accident. You think you heard about it? That's why he freaks out.
Different signals or signs that are unfathomably incomprehensible. It's, I don't even know how you would describe it. It sounds scary on paper, but it's like, I don't know, something just is adding up here. I'm not even
Adding up? Right here is a lot of bullshit. That's what I hear. There's no way someone air count? Hey guys.
Give me 20 hours. is the blind jump right after. There's just not enough time to react to this jump when you just got done falling from the sky, suddenly with spikes in your face. And finally, we get to the top. This whole vent section has a lot of tricky times, especially the mini UFO that was randomly killing you for no reason in space, which is then followed by the boss fight. But again, we're not talking about that yet. It wasn't until day 4 when I finally had a piece of play from 0 and oh, baby! 18%! Hey, that's a new best! Is it only 1% higher? And I got literally 3 orbs or whatever, I guess. Look at the orbs. There's 4 of them. I can count them on my screen. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was starting to get consistent with some of the stuff that I previously struggled with, and I was making slow but steady progress. That's what I would say if this didn't happen literally 5 minutes later. No! Why'd I go down? You're not supposed to do that. Oh my god, it's because of the arrow. There was an arrow, so I was like, the arrow's pointing down. I'll go down. No, don't do that. You don't always follow the arrows. Yo, not gonna lie though, Chad. I'll take it. We'll take that. That was a good one. Wait, that was a flip. Wait!
It's just a strange
It's basically just a term in the geometry community that's used to describe an unexpected jump in progress. For example, if you died at 10%, 20%, 30%, and 40% on Stereo Madness, then you didn't die anywhere else and you suddenly just beat the level after that. That would be considered a fluke from 40%. Now, for my situation in low death, I've flipped from 19% to 42%. An unexpected jump of 23%, which is a lot for me even. So I guess all that practice paid off, because only 2 days later I would get yet another new best, this time at 46%. No, the bug. Okay, W new best, but I died to the bug I was worried about. This was actually kind of a bad sign, because I've been struggling with that bug where the structure would just randomly fail. Why? What am I dying to? Why do I continue to complain about this bug? But how long did it happen on some attempts that this object is not going to have access? Why? Is it that I sometimes there and sometimes so? I just really don't get that click. I really don't. And now that it happens from 0, that means I definitely had to investigate. Okay, wait, I think I might have done something wrong. So I do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Usually those 3 clicks, like the 1, 2, 3, I do like super quick, and I think it kind of makes my momentum not as good. I discovered that if I do these 3 clicks at a slower pace, it would position my UFO better later on to get past the deadly structure safely. Whether this was truly a bug or not, I don't know. I could have just been doing a bug. I guess it's a good thing I tried to track this now. I think I this won't last very long, Eric. I actually managed to get there a second time there. Finally, making it all the way to 6%. No, there's no way. First of all, the worst part is we have 56 now, bro. Like, that's good. I should be really happy, but the thing is, I have... Wait, no, I got 5,200? We got the level down to 2 runs! I forgot I had 5,200! I thought I had 57 to 100! What? We got the level down to 2 runs! It's honestly a miracle that I managed to get any new bests on day 6, let alone 2 of them. Because let me just show you some clips from earlier on that day. Alright, I might actually get it before I show you right now. How have I been streaming for an hour and like my best run's like 10% levels? I think it was literally falling out in Black Blizzard. Also, can I just not do ball clicks anymore? Oh my god! Did I not just spend like 15 minutes literally practicing this stuff? I just like these clicks? Why? A ball clicks? What's a ball click? Click? I can't do 2 clicks. What do you think I am? Some kind of geometry that's pro? 10% death incoming. I was wrong. It's 12%. finally time to talk about the boss fight. If you're at all familiar with low death, you're probably really confused as to why I'm making such a big deal over what's generally considered to be one of the easier parts of the level, and I would completely agree. It absolutely is one of the easiest parts of the level, and yet here we are doing this whole segment on it. Let's just go. So the boss fight in low death is a very long and repetitive section where these oversized saw blades follow the player off screen, and by the time they get to you, they're just completely in your way. But the secret is, this part reacts to how you play. If you fly up, the saw blades will be placed differently. If you fly in the middle, the saw blades will be placed differently. And if you fly all around in different directions, the saw blades will essentially be random. So the trick is, you have to figure out your own route that you find consistent to get through this part. And my issue is, I just didn't do that. I kept changing my mind on what route I wanted to take, so I never developed a consistent route, and every time I got there from zero, I would get nervous and just completely die. And I have nobody to blame except for myself, because I'm the one who wanted to jump right into playing from zero instead of taking the time to learn the boss fight. So yeah, I certainly had to pay for my inaction. On day 7, I died to the boss fight an additional 2 times, which is a lot when you're halfway through an XXL level. So out of frustration, I decided to call it there and just end the stream for the day and continue on day 8, where I died there yet again. Oh my, I think this part, it's my brain. My brain doesn't get it. Like, don't get me wrong, I was definitely grateful that I was making it to the halfway point at least once a day, but like, it doesn't really mean anything when every time you do get to the halfway point, you just immediately die to a stupid freaking boss fight. Thankfully though, I wasn't alone. 2 of my lovely chat moderators, Gravefruit and It's Hammer, put together these little tutorials to help me find a more consistent route. And I finally decided to check them out on day 8, and I was flabbergasted by their discoveries. Oh, you keep going in between the 3. Oh! Like, how didn't I think of this earlier? With this new strategy unlocked, I was confident that this would be the day I finally passed the boss fight and make it into the 60% section. But I got distracted by Zoink, the #1 Geometry Dash player. He made me a challenge for me to beat on stream, and let's just say I failed miserably. I won't say too much though, because I'm gonna be making a full video on it, so be sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on that and a bunch of other cool videos I'm working on. I'm also really close to 1 million subscribers, so feel free to subscribe and help me out with that, right? Subscribe! Anyways, I ended up not beating Zoink's challenge because of yet another distraction. Bro, chat, stop talking about Time Extreme get rated. It did not get rated. You guys like to lie.
But what if it did?
Yo, I feel like, why is chat actually tweaking out? I know you guys are capping. Come on. It actually got rated. Bro, I know y'all are lying. You guys always like to lie to me. People have been saying Time Extreme got rated for like oh my! Oh! Let's go! What the heck? Feature? What?
Wait, what? Wait, what the?
I gotta say, man, this stream was going great. I was having a good time playing low death. It was cool being challenged by Zoink. My extreme demon verification from 7 months ago finally got rated. And best of all, I didn't have any bad fails today. I actually didn't have any bad fails on low death ever. Remember earlier when I explained the concept of a fluke? Well, by some absolute God-given miraculous miracle, my farthest death would be 56%. I didn't die to the tricky robot clicks, the straight fly, the double click, the wave part, not even the green orbs. I fluked low death. And I genuinely don't know how this happened, because if you've watched me at all before, you know that I do not fluke levels. I die past 90% on nearly every extreme demon I play. So to beat an extreme demon of this difficulty in just 8 days is just unheard of. I really don't know what to say. Like, usually at this point in these extreme demon videos, I'm like, yeah, I was making slow progress, and then I had some crazy fails at 90%, blah, blah, but that just didn't happen with this. Like, the story's over. There was no more story left to give. So I guess I'll just let my reaction speak for itself. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know it might have been a little shorter than usual, but I mean, I can't really help it. I'm just too good at Geometry Dash. Okay, that's all from me. Make sure to subscribe, and here's the completion. Dang it.
One more
W consistency though, what the heck? What? I've never fluked an extreme demon, and I got the savage route. What? What? That's never happened.
Secret Bucks Bandit.